Hi guys, I'm Johan here from Cormorant Roasters. This is just a quick tutorial to show you how to take the straight tubes out and swap over for the U-shaped tubes. So this is a couple of things that we'll be using. Like, use your bracket that you've received, plus some of these IR tubes, these U-shaped ones. And then I've just got a couple of tools that I'll explain just now how we're going to use it. And okay, so I'm demonstrating on just a blank base that I've got here, just so you guys can understand what we're doing. You can actually do this with your roasted top still on the roaster. Just flip it forward like we normally do when you change the IR tubes over. All right, so the first thing that you need to do is prep it, flip your roaster forward, and take the IR tubes off or out of the roaster, and then also remove the bracket that's on top of those little brackets that just grab one. So remove these screws that hold this kind of bracket system in place. Remove it so that you basically just end up with these two last brackets sitting on here. And for the purpose of installing these U-shaped tubes, we need to remove these as well, just because we're trying to reduce the amount of metal that's sitting around, and these new brackets are fantastic for that. The way I remove these, they're welded on just on the ends here. So just taking something like a spanner and grabbing them, and then just each side, just wiggle them until you feel they come loose. Go to the other side, do the same, wiggle it until it's loose. The same with this side and the same with that side, and you should be able to just take it off. And then you will end up with something that looks more or less like this. And then what we need is two small little holes, formal holes, in the base in that area here. Now, the easiest way to do it is to be careful when you dismantle this bracket, because I've put this stuff already in a sequence for you. But basically what you're looking at is there's a ceramic fitting with a little lip on it, that you can probably see there. Sorry for my dirty hands. And then there's a ceramic fitting without a lip, and the same on this side. One has got a little lip, and that little basically seats into the hole. It seats into the hole on the bracket. So when you're putting it together, that should seat in. That's it. And that helps with creating electrical insulation between this bracket and the rest of the stuff. All right, so all you do is remove this little nut that's holding it in place. Take this little spacer off. Try not to let the rest fall out. Do the same on this side. Take that out, and we're going to take this bracket off. Leave the rest just like that. All right, so let's go back to here, and I will try and do it like this. If you lay this down, line these holes up so that they are quite accurately set up like that. And then on this side, with the U shape of this bracket on the far side, so the side where the gauge is, and mark those two spots. I'll just use the pen here. Marked it like that. So when you take it off, you can see there's your two holes in the right place. Then I just use a little marker there. Just a light little tap. Same on this side. I'm getting that straight. Okay, and we need two formal holes. What I do is I normally use a smaller drill bit, like this is a 3mm or 3.2 mil. So I initially just start off with that because it's easy to control. A bit hard there. Yeah. racing drift. Okay, and then I'm just going to go to my formal. And formal on this side. Perfect. That's the 2 holes drilled into it. And I'm just going to clean the stuff off quickly. Just check when you get to the underneath side. There will be a little bit of burr sitting there. So I just use the sand drill to clean the burrs off. Right there, guys, so there we go. The 2 holes are in the right place now. So let's go back to this side. I'm just going to do the assembly here. And so now your bracket goes on once again with the U shape. Okay. So with these kind of arms pointing downwards, and then we put our 2 spacers on, and this is, other than slightly, sorry, my apologies, I'll just, hey, oh, look at this. It's not it. There we go. There we go. Spacer, and this spacer, I'm going to turn it and bring it here. Like so. I'm actually being a complete